she's doing wonderful, as you can see. She's almost fattened back up from her babies. Just another couple rabbits and she should be back to her normal size. But we have some excellent news from Miss Buttercup. Her enclosure is finally finished and she will be moving into it today. It's taken a very long time and I've been talking about it forever, it seems like. But it really is done. It's right in front of me. I can see it right where I'm sitting, and Buttercup will be so excited to go to her new home. And I'm very excited for her. Mostly because there's no way she'll be able to get pregnant this winter. So she'll finally get a year off. I'll probably give her 2 years off since she bred 2 years in a row. And maybe she'll even grow up to be a gigantic girl if she's not breeding every year. But Miss Buttercup is an angel. She's one of the sweetest snakes I have. Just a little bit of background on Miss Buttercup. I got her from a couple, and they didn't really take very good care of her. They advertised her on Craigslist, and I had just got Nano, so immediately I thought, I need a female, and boom, there was one on Craigslist. And I went to go check her out, and she was in a very small tank in dirt. It looked like dirt they had just got out of the yard, or potting soil or something. I mean, she was covered in mud. There was dirt and grime in every single one of her scales. It was just terrible. You couldn't even really tell she was albino. You could see quite a bit of yellow on her, but I mean, she didn't even really look like a snake you could identify. And I felt so sorry for her. Of course, I had to take her home. And I asked them how old she was. And they told me she was 4 years old. And she was only about 6 feet long, maybe. And I was thinking immediately, wow, that's really, really small. And the guy just flat out told me that they fed her very small meals to keep her very small. And I thought that was very cruel. If you're not going to take care of a snake and feed it, you don't need to have it. So I have been careful with her not to, throw her out of whack, because her digestive system was trained on 4 years of growing very slowly. So I started her out on triple extra large rats about every 10 days, and then we moved up to about every 7 days. And then I moved up to where she could have 2 of them about every 10 days, and then she went up to bunnies, and now she can eat a 5-pound rabbit. But, and she eats one about every 14 to 18 days. She's very sweet. She's probably going toward 10 feet long. And I've had her probably about 2 years. So she's grew about 4 feet since I've had her, but she's gained a lot of weight. But you got to keep in mind she's bred twice, and that's kind of slowed her down some too. But we're definitely going to get this girl to grow up and be a big, big girl. Yeah, she'll be away from Nano. She's not going to have any more babies for a while. I will be updating you on some of the babies after we show Miss Buttercup's cage, but yeah, Miss Buttercup, she's phenomenal. I mean, she is so golden in color. She's one of the most beautiful albino Burmese pythons I've ever seen. And she's just so sweet. She never hisses, which is pretty rare for a Burmese. And, but she's always curious. She's always on the go. She's just go, 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 go all the time. And as you can very well see that. But she's never ever tried to bite me or anything. And this girl, she's just an angel. Yes, you are. I love you, baby. I do. Got a good surprise for you. Okay, we're going to go look at it. As you can see, her cage is purple. I wanted her to have a more female color other than just blue. There you go, Miss Buttercup. This is all for you, sweetie. Go on. Go on. Go on, sweetie. There's Miss Buttercup. She's checking out every single square inch of her cage. 3 feet wide, 10 feet long, 30 square feet of floor space. Actually made this entire panel where it can be removed. Those are just window latches. They work perfectly for this kind of thing. And the whole panel comes out very easily. And there's Miss Buttercup thinking she's going to come out very easily. There we go. It's back in place. Look how easy this is to lock it. And they have very strong springs in there. They kind of snap up. You can definitely tell when they're open and closed. I just put this handle on there to make it easier to pick it up and put it back into place. But yeah, there's no way she can get out of that. That's some kind of plexiglass that's 10 times stronger than glass. So she's not going to be able to break that plexiglass or push out. But I really kind of like this door better than Nano's, and I'm thinking about changing his. And in case you don't know what I'm talking about, his actually will slide up. See, I made his to slide up and down. Here she is checking out the cool end. She's like, that's a big water bowl. Is that all for me? Yes, honey, that's your own water bowl. You don't have to share that with Nano. It's all for you. Look at her. She looks excited. You know, I've got this little on-off switch for the light, and I just think that is so cool. Of course, Nano's has the same thing on it, and that is a fluorescent bulb, so it does not get hot. You can put your hand on it. It does not get hot. It's just for light only, so you don't have to worry about her trying to burn herself on it. Of course, I've got the latches on it for the doors. Now you can see the vent pretty good. And I actually have the probe for the thermostat just coming in through the vent. And I ran it along the ceiling, and it's kind of taped. That silver thing you see in the middle, that's the probe. One thing different about the trim in this cage versus Nano's, I went with the white trim, and it's kind of got a lip on it, because I do use bedding in these cages sometimes. And I've got that there. So, of course, the door meets that. But that will keep the bedding from coming out when the snakes are crawling out or when I'm taking them out. It'll catch the majority of the bedding. Because I did notice in Nano's cage that didn't have the lip on it, that when I used bedding, you know, and he come out or I took him out, we got a lot of bedding on the floor. There's always bedding in the floor of the snake room. But Miss Buttercup just loves to come out. Here she is. Where are you going, honey? Huh? Where are you going? Go back in there and check out your cage. You go back in there. There you go. Check out your cage. Here she is. Just look all the way down there. Lots and lots of room for you. And here's the heat panel. Those are Pro Product heat panels, and they work really well. I love the heat panels. She's so excited. Just look how beautiful her colors is. Okay, baby. We've already had playtime. Go check out your new house. She's like, but Daddy. No. You heard me, sweetie. Go check out your new house. buttercup. I'm trying to sleep. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, come here. Hello there, Miss Buttercup. Hi, pretty lady. But I do love these little window latches to keep this panel in. That is just too cool. Here it is up close. That's just awesome. So here's just a little shot of the reptile room. It's changed so much since I started on it. But it's starting to look very nice, I think. I'm not going to show you any more. I'll do a reptile room update pretty soon, but not right now. Nano looks lonely. I may have to crawl in there and take a nap with him too. Now this is a little female. This is probably my favorite. I think I'm going to keep her, and I'm going to name her Topanga. I'm going to take her out of there because with the bedding it's kind of hard to see their great colors. So we'll take her out. I was going to keep a little baby last year, and I actually named her Cleopatra, but she never would eat frozen thawed. And my friend Donald really loved her, so I let Donald have her. And she's doing really well. She's about 4.5 feet now. And I get to visit Miss Cleopatra, but I just don't think that I could feed her a bunny alive when she was older, so. But this girl eats frozen thawed, no problem. I've sold several of them. I've had a lot of people ask to buy them, but I've turned a lot of people down. One guy told me he thought that they would only get 9 feet long, so I didn't even respond. I just deleted it. And that's after we had chatted several times, but, you know, I asked him how big he thought it would get, and he's like, the male will probably get about 9 feet. I was like, yeah, right. If Burmese only got 9 feet, everyone would want one. But, I'm just really picky about who I let have these babies because I love them so much. And, you know, these are a big responsibility. One day, you're going to have to give them something comparable to that, or close to it. A lot of people use the 8-foot cages, but really if you have the space, why not go to the 10-foot? But nothing less than 8 foot is acceptable for a big Burmese python. Please don't buy a big snake and throw it in a small tank. That's just very cruel. Nobody would be happy put in a cage, you know, that's small. I know I wouldn't. So I try to give my snakes a pretty good life. And I think I do an okay job of that. Just look at her incredible oranges. She's a sweetie. She used to actually hiss almost every time I touched her, but she's quieted down quite a bit. Look at her little face. I do have some baby Burmese left, so if anybody out there is still interested and can give them a good home and actually knows what they're doing, knows about the species, give me an email. Send me a message and we'll talk about it. But, yeah, this is little Topanga. Here's another baby that is still available. He's a little boy. It's actually a pretty big boy. He's one of the biggest babies. And he's beautiful. You can see he didn't try to bite me. And he's not really hissing, so yeah, they're calming down pretty quickly. Look at him. Hello there. Hey there, baby. This is baby 12, actually. Now, Miss Buttercup knows that I'm over here with her babies. Look at her. She's like, there they are. She's like, I'm Mommy. I'm over here. Miss Buttercup. Look. Hey. Look at them. How sweet. Just think, before you know it, that baby's gonna grow up to be as big as Miss Buttercup. And one day bigger. Look. How cute. He's like, Mommy, it's so good to see you. She's like, where's the rest of them? I know there's more. She said, my rear end didn't hurt that bad for one. Look at her. She keeps looking and she's like, where are they? Are they under there? He's going to go over there behind Mommy. I'm actually about to take him out because I don't want her to accidentally squish him. Look at him. Crawling over here behind Mommy. He's like, ooh, Mommy has a big cage. Yes, she does. Mommy has a big cage. How cute. Oh, hi there, baby. Come on, playtime's over. Here's another little girl. This is number 11. She's hissing at me. Oh, how sweet. She's talking to me, but she doesn't try to bite. She just talks. Isn't that right, baby? Isn't that right? Where are you going? Huh? You're very pretty. You're a beautiful little girl. Where are you going? Don't you take off. No, don't you go back there. Come back over here, baby. Hello? You're pretty hyper, huh? I'm moving the camera so much it's not getting a very good picture. But she's pretty hyper. Yes, she is. She's beautiful. Look at those colors. Look at the large amount of white on her. She's calming down now. She's like, you disturbed my beauty sleep. You don't need any beauty sleep. You're already beautiful. She's like, I'm going home. No, I'm not. I'm leaving. She's like, no, I might be going back home again. Yep, I think I'm going. Nope, I'm leaving again. Can't make up your mind, huh? You're just as curious as your mother. Yeah. I've got her so she won't fall. Nope. I'm not going to let go of your tail. Okay, I'll let go of your tail, but I'm going to hold you over here. We don't want you to fall. How cute are you? Yes, you are. Are you going back home? She said, I think so. She said, I think so. Look at this beautiful pattern on her side. There's Miss Buttercup. saying, I see another one of my babies. But yep, if you're still wanting a baby Burmese, send me a message. I've got a few left. This is actually baby number 1. And, very gorgeous. Lots of white on this guy. I think he'll end up looking just about exactly like Nano. He's got so much contrast. But he didn't hiss when I opened the tub and got him out. And he's a great eater. Okay, this is baby number 1. Burmese python. Wow, he's really buried. He's way under here. What are you doing there, feller? Huh? What are you doing there, pretty feller? Look how beautiful. I don't think that's blurry. Hopefully we're getting a very good look at him. But he is pretty calm. This one has mellowed out a lot. I try to handle him at least once a day. Get him used to it. There he is. I'm going to set him down and we're going to offer him a bite to eat. It's kind of hard to see him with that bedding. I'm sorry about that. I got a big bucket of mice sitting in hot water, and I've got one out. I'm drying it off with a washcloth for him. So he should be very happy and excited. In a minute, he's going to get some dinner. Got him a nice little rat there. Hope this focus is pretty good. Hey, where you at? Where you at? Oh, there you are. Yes, you are. Come on, baby. Don't hide. I got a surprise for you. There you go. Looky there. Mm-hmm. Ah, I think he smelled it. I think he did. Come get it. Oh, yeah. There you go. Looky there. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. She's not much of a killer, but she's growing like a weed. She's pretty fat. This is baby number 4. It only eats live right now. There we go. Now I know you don't see her, but she can see us. I can see her little nose sticking up. She's not in the hide box, she's beside of it. She's a good eater. Topanga. By the way, I think this is the girl that I'm keeping. Oh, look at her little face. Topanga. You want that? Yes, she does. Okay, this is baby number 12. He's a boy. He's actually got a super pretty pattern. And he likes live mice too. I'm kind of holding it by the tail, hoping we can get this quick and over with. Yeah, that was pretty quick. There's another little baby buried in the bedding. They really love that aspen to hide in. Let me get her a mouse. Yes. We're going to get you a mouse. Hello there. Oh, she already smelled it. She already smelled it. Come on. Where is it, she said. Is it there? Oh yeah, there you go. I know it's kind of dark, but this is baby number 15. This was my last baby to get feeding. But he just snatched the mouse, and you can see he's wrapped around it, killing it. So he's starting to eat. Yay! This is his second meal. So he held out for a pretty good while. But this is his second week in a row, so he's doing pretty good. There we go. That is baby number 13. He's a boy. This is his third meal. So, yay for baby.